You have big dreams. You want to write a book, get in shape, or master a new skill. But when it's time to start, you freeze. You end up scrolling on your phone instead. Most people call this laziness. In reality, it is a biological defense mechanism. When a task feels too large, your brain perceives it as a threat and automatically seeks the safety of comfort. This becomes a problem when you mistake a temporary survival reflex for a permanent part of who you are. You aren't lazy by nature. You have simply developed a habit of prioritizing immediate comfort over long-term goals. This is the overwhelm equation. High ambition creates two distinct psychological weights: pressure and exhaustion. Your brain senses this pressure as a physical threat. To protect you, it drops a pain avoidance barrier across your path. With the path to work blocked, your energy reroutes toward low-friction activities. You aren't choosing TV because you're lazy. Your brain is aggressively steering you toward a perceived safe zone. Procrastination is a survival reflex, prioritizing immediate safety over distant dreams. Overcoming it requires a strategic layout rather than more guilt. Usually, we try to solve this with willpower. We tell ourselves to just do it, or wait for a sudden burst of motivation to carry us through the day. But willpower is a finite resource. It drains quickly, and it almost always fails when you are tired or under high pressure. You cannot rely on a battery that runs out when you need it most. The alternative is intelligent design. Instead of forcing your way through resistance, you focus on engineering friction out of your environment. You make the right choice the easiest choice. The goal is to create an environment where taking the first step becomes automatic, requiring almost no conscious effort or willpower to begin. Step 1 is to make it small. You must shrink your goal until the brain no longer sees it as a threat. If you want to write a book, do not think about 200 pages. Think about writing one sentence. A single sentence is too small to be scary, so the brain doesn't trigger the avoidance response. Step 2 is easy routines. Use your physical space to trigger the behaviors you want. If you want to exercise, place your shoes by your bed. By removing the small friction of finding your gear, you make the action of starting almost effortless. Step 3 is the 2-minute rule. This addresses the hardest part of any task, the transition from doing nothing to doing something. Commit to working for exactly 2 minutes. This breaks the initial friction barrier. Once you are moving, habit momentum takes over, and continuing becomes easier than stopping. These bypass your brain's fear response. They do not ask for permission. They make the action entirely inevitable. While these steps help with daily tasks, the ultimate focus is more significant, shifting how you perceive your own capability. You are replacing the label, "I am lazy," with the active reality of someone who is rebuilding their habits one day at a time. This feedback loop shows how identity is formed. You change your self-image through repeated, evidence-based actions. Each 2-minute task is proof you can follow through. Over time, these micro-actions accumulate into evidence supporting a new, capable version of yourself. Transformation is a byproduct of the quiet, daily promises you finally start keeping to yourself. You have a choice to make right now. You can stay within the comfort of your current habits, or you can take one small step toward a different outcome. You don't need to be perfect. You will likely fail at some point. What matters is that you get back up and stay consistent with the small things. Start your first 2-minute action right now. Go to the comments and type "next." Use this as a simple, friction-free way to signal your transition into action. Your goals are waiting. Start small, be consistent, and begin building the next you.